What's up, guys? 66 degrees today in Maine. It's starting to feel like summer. So, of course, the topic of the day is going to be diet, fat loss, right? Totally normal, to be expected. Everybody will be in somewhat of panic mode to get in shape for summer that is already here. But I wanted to talk about something called ownership. Ownership of your fucking life and your choices and your diet. Let me back up a little bit. Concept of ownership. As you guys know, most of you know, we own a gym. I don't like the word boss because I don't tell people what to do, but I would consider myself the leader of the gym. If anything goes wrong in that gym, that is my responsibility. So whether if it is not clean, right? If it's not clean, that's not the cleaning person's responsibility. That's not that they did a bad job. That's my problem, right? Because I'm the person in charge of hiring that cleaning person, making sure that person knows what's expected of them. Now, if you know our cleaning person, that will never be a problem because she's the bomb. But that's on me. That's my place. So everything in there is on me. If one of my coaches' training is not good or is under par, or a client is not happy, that's not the coach's fault. That's my fault, right? Because I didn't prepare my coach to do what's expected of them. I didn't meet my client's expectations. That is all on me. That's ownership. So when we complain about our diet and things that we're not doing or doing that are counterproductive to our goals, it's time to fucking take ownership of that, man. Unless you are in prison, to my knowledge, I can't think of any other reason why what you put in your mouth is not your responsibility, or what you don't put in your mouth. So it's very easy to complain about behaviors. It's a different story to take ownership of it and change it. But honestly, what are the options? I mean, seriously, here for a minute. If you're going to look back, and obviously everybody's circumstances are different, right? There are people who it is really difficult to eat well, find the time to do things. It's all different. I'm not saying that it's not hard, but what I'm saying is, do you want to look back 20 years from now and be like, yeah, I never really lived the life that I wanted to live. I never felt good. I never was physically as fit as I wanted to do because I had a really busy job and I wasn't able to eat or get to the gym. Like, fuck that, dude. That is not the answer to that problem. The problem is figuring it out, taking ownership that you're in charge of what goes in your body and what you do to make yourself feel good or not good. And it's on you. So let's just step it up. Let's stop using the excuse of not knowing what to do, or social events, or fucking parties, and make the decision. Are you going to eat the way you know you're supposed to eat and feel the way you want to feel, or not? Either one is fine with me, because I just don't want to hear you complaining about feeling a certain way and then have behaviors that are completely opposite to feeling that way. Match those things. If you want to feel a certain way, you know what you have to sacrifice and give up, and you know what you have to start doing more of. If you don't know, ask. Ask me, ask one of your coaches. But I think we all know what we're supposed to be doing. It's just a matter of deciding to do it. And if you decide not to do it, or to do things that are counterproductive, that's fine. But there's no one to blame for that except for you. So just keep in mind that at the end of the day, the ownership is on you, and you alone, to take care of your body and your life in the way that you want to do it. So do it. Make the decision to do it. Make the decision that it's important to you to do it. And then do the things necessary. It's really that simple. Now, executing that is not simple. There's always things that complicate that. And like I said, it's different for everybody. I don't think the idea of extreme ownership comes from a book written by some Navy SEAL commanders, and they give the examples of how this stuff applies from the military, and a lot of this stuff is applicable to real life. But in a military operation, they can't complain and say, you know what, the target is not sitting out in the wide open, unguarded. Sorry, couldn't do it. Like, of course not, man. That's the whole idea. Is sometimes the target is going to be in a virtually impossible situation, and their job is to solve that problem, not just sit back and say, "Oh, sorry, they're in a really tight spot. I don't think we can get them." Right? Like it's not how it works. So your situation might be really difficult to get to the gym, to eat properly. You might have food allergies. You might not like certain things. You might have a job where you're standing all day or sitting all day or driving all day. There is a way to figure it out, but you have to decide that it's important and then start utilizing your lean on people that can help you solve that out. So if the nutrition plan that you want to follow doesn't fit in your specific day-to-day life, talk to somebody, have one of us help you figure out how to apply it to that. But don't just sit there and be upset and sad and frustrated that it doesn't work, because ultimately that's not going to get you anywhere. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there today, and take ownership of your shit, and let's get it together. Bye, guys.